Today, we're adopting a completely fresh perspective on wealth. We're constantly told that the only way to build wealth is through the endless pressure of earning more, working longer hours, constantly grinding, taking on more stress. But what if the real secret isn't the hustle at all? What if it's actually the profound power of giving the money you already have just a little more time?
It's a really simple reality, but one we kind of just brush off, right? I mean, how many times have you caught yourself saying, "Oh, I'll start investing later when things finally settle down"? I want to gently challenge that today, because waiting is an incredibly expensive mindset. Why? Because money and time are deeply, fundamentally connected.
Think about a completely normal, everyday cup of chai. Years ago, that steaming cup cost just 5 rupees. Today, that exact same cup is 20 rupees. Or consider real estate. A house bought for 10 lakh 2 decades ago could easily be worth 1 crore today. The product hasn't changed at all. The money has.
Section 1. The value of today. Understanding the time value of money. Let's gracefully transition right into the core mechanism behind these changing prices and why your money today is uniquely powerful.
Look, if I offered you 100 rupees right now, or 100 rupees 10 years from now, you'd obviously take it today, right? And not just out of impatience. It's because 100 rupees right now physically holds more mathematical value. The money in your hand today holds the potential to actually grow.
This is what we call the time value of money. Simply put, money available now is worth more because it can be put to work immediately. If you choose to receive it later, it just sits idle. It completely misses out on the action. Section 2. Growth, earning more growth. The mechanics of compounding. Let's move to the real magic and the absolute aha moment of what happens the second you decide to invest.
Imagine you receive this exact amount today, 10,000 rupees, and instead of spending it on a weekend out, you invest it at a very steady, predictable 10% annual return.
By this time next year, your balance is 11,000 rupees. You didn't work any extra hours, but your money just casually handed you an extra 1,000 rupees. That's definitely nice, but honestly, it's just the beginning. Because here is where the magic really kicks in, the concept of growth, earning more growth. The following year, your 10% return isn't just calculated on your original 10,000. Nope, it is calculated on your new total of 11,000.
So your money naturally steps up to 12,100 rupees. You earned 1,100 this year, not just 1,000. Your money is continuing to grow on the bigger and bigger amount. This is the pure essence of compounding.
Now, if you open a finance textbook, you're going to see this formula. FV equals PV times 1 plus R to the power of N. I know, it looks super intimidating, but please warmly reassure yourself right now, you absolutely do not need to memorize this. We are just looking at the mechanics. FV is your future wealth, PV is what you have today, R is your return, and N is simply time.
Because honestly, all of that complicated math simply translates to one incredibly comforting fact. Time helps your money grow on top of its own growth. That is literally all the formula means.
To put that into perspective, if you started with 5,000 rupees using a simple, flat interest rate, you'd reach 6,500 after 3 years. But with compound growth at 10%, it pushes further and further, step by step, reaching 6,655 rupees. It just accelerates.
So the crucial takeaway here is this. The difference in your bank account isn't due to smarter investing. It isn't because you worked harder or took some massive, crazy risk. It is simply because your profits are now earning their own profits through time. Your money has effectively hired its own employees.
Section 3. The magic of time. The real power of compounding. Now, I have to be completely honest with you. Compounding looks incredibly slow and, frankly, almost boring at the very beginning. Year 1 is, well, it's a slow start. You might barely even notice it. But stick with it, because by year 15, there's a really noticeable shift. By year 20, you have this powerful momentum. And by year 25, massive wealth. Over a long horizon, this invisible force becomes hands down the most powerful financial tool in existence.
Let's compare two people. One starts investing at age 25. Another waits until they are more settled and starts at 40. The mathematical reality? The 25-year-old will almost always end up with far more long-term wealth, even if the 40-year-old panics and invests way more actual cash to try and catch up.
Which brings us to a wonderfully empowering realization. Starting early matters so much more than starting big. You don't need a massive salary to build wealth. You just need a calendar. Time is the heaviest weight on the scale of financial success.
Section 4. Action over perfection. Your next step. It's time to shift our mindset entirely. Financial peace isn't some exclusive club just for the wealthy. It's simply about starting early enough.
I really want this reality to sink in for a moment. Money can recover. Lost time cannot. You can always earn another rupee. You can get a bonus or eventually find a new job. But you can never, ever earn back a lost year of compounding.
So if you have been waiting for the perfect time to start or the perfect stock or the perfect amount of money, let that go. Compounding rewards action, not perfection. I want to empower you to start immediately, no matter how small the amount. Just 500 or 1,000 rupees. Taking action is the only true requirement to activate this magic.
Ultimately, your financial journey is about your real life. And you are entirely capable of doing this. Just give your money the gift of time. So ask yourself, what will your future self, 20 years from now, absolutely wish you had done today? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. This is Mind Life Money, financial concepts explained for real life, not textbooks. Now go take that first step.